In the last discussion, we discussed the different types of trade union, different trade union existing in our country. Like these are the trade unions in our country: Indian National Trade Union (INTUC), AITUC, All India Trade Union Congress, Mazdoor Sangh (BMS), Hind Mazdoor Sabha (HMS), UTUC, United Trade Union Congress, the Center of Indian Trade Union CITO, CITO. These are the trade unions we made a list we discussed, and there are a couple of other trade unions which are specific to industry, like bank industry, railway industry, and postal industry. There are trade unions which are specific to skills, specific to manufacturing nature. Suppose there are unions which are only for carpenters. Anyone who are working in a carpenter job, they will have a union. There are trade unions which are related to textiles. Anyone working in textile industry, that is related to only one type of skill, one type of industry. There are unions of employees who are working into iron ore or steel metal. So based on the skills, based on the industry, so you can form the union. So this is how the trade union is formation happens. This is what I I was telling in the last class. So when the trade union is forming based on the skills, based on the industry, based on the nature of job, you can form the union. And there are different characteristics we discuss. What are the different characteristics available in the trade union? Characteristics of trade union. First thing is an association that we all know. In association, we can form based on their jobs, based on the profession, based on the trade, based on the business, based on the industry, skills. So you can form a group of people with some logical meaning. So sometimes, irrespective of any industry, any skills, you can form a union. So everyone will be there. The purpose of that union is helping the team member. And first characteristics is association of employees. Next, association made voluntary. What is voluntary? You all know. So no one is forcing you to join. କେହି ତମକୁ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ତମେ ଆସ ଏଇ ଟ୍ରେଣ୍ଡରେ ଯାକ ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜେସନରେ କାମ କରୁଛ ମାନେ you will have unions in that organization. You can join, and that organization will take you, will consider your problem or understand your problem. And if you have any issues, you can complain, you can take help from the organization, from that union, and that will go to organization. So no one is forcing you to join a trade union. It is completely voluntary. It is up to you. You can join. If you don't want, you cannot join. So it's all depends on you. A worker voluntarily join a union. No one can be forced to join a union. So no one is making you to join forcefully. Once you are joining permanent, there is another characteristic, another feature is permanent. Trade unions are typically considered permanent bodies. Members may join and leave, but the union will still in place. While reading the company is like you understood one concept, so there is no end to it. whenever you are joining, whenever a person is dying, so that doesn't mean that trade union will die. The union will still there. So what is that concept? It is already there in the company. Suppose you have a company, so whoever are the director or owners in a public company, they are dying, they are dead, they're gone. So that means the company is gone. No, company is still there. Company is continuing. So similarly, trade unions are permanent in nature. So if the members are somehow not in the organization, members may leave and go, and some new members may come to join. But the organization, where the unions is still there. That is a permanent. Going concern concept. Yeah, this is what I was telling. There is a concept called going concern concept. So that means that is permanent. Your organization is permanent, your union is permanent. Even if you come and go and you leave the organization, if you leave the union will stay for other members. So that is permanent. There is another feature, shared interest. Shared interest. Members of the trade union come together over issues such as job security, better salary. These are the issues. Job security, salary, condition of employment, workplace, and other issues. These are the common issues. If one person is facing problem, so everyone is facing the same problem. But the interest, the everything is there. For example, you are feeling the job security. You don't have any security or anything secured in the job. You may work to get today, you may not work tomorrow. So that is the problem in your organization. Suppose you have. So it doesn't mean that only you have. Just so many people will have the same problem, and the union will take care of that. So this is a concept of shared interest. So any common and general interest, the union will have its own problem. So it will take to the management. So that is one characteristics, one features of trade union, shared interest. Members of a trade union come together over issues such as job security, better salary and conditions of employment, and other issues of common interest. So wherever you have a problem, wherever you have an issue which is common to most of the employee, the union has the same issue. And that will be easy for them to talk to the management, talk to the person who is responsible. So that is one feature, common interest. What are the features we studied? First thing is the association of employees. It's an association. It's a combination of people, and that association is forming based on the jobs, based on the skills, based on the industry, based on the profession. Doctors has one association and lawyers has one association, accountant has one association. So that means you can form the association in any basis. ତମେ ଯେମିତି ବି ଆସୋସିଏସନ କରିପାରିବ ଯଦି ଜଣେ ଚାହିଁବ ଖାଲି ମୁଁ ପ୍ଲମ୍ବର ମାନଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଆସୋସିଏସନ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଯେତେ ପ୍ଲମ୍ବର ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଆସୋସିଏସନ ହବ ଯେତେ କାର୍ପେଣ୍ଟର ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଆସୋସିଏସନ ହବ ଯେତେ ଫିଟର ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଆସୋସିଏସନ ସେମିତି ସ୍କିଲ୍ସ ନେଇକି ଆସୋସିଏସନ ବିଜନେସ ନେଇକି टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री अंचल बहुत टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री जिते टेक्सटाइल इंजीनियर अच्छे जिते बुणाकार अच्छे समस्त आसोसिएसन irrespective of any industry ଯେତେ ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ ମେକାନିକ ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଆସିବେ ସେମିତି ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ନେଇକି ଆସୋସିଏସନ ହବା ଏଇଟା ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ରିଚାର୍ଜ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୟାରେକ୍ଟରିଷ୍ଟିକ୍ସ ଜାଣିଲେ ଦେନ୍ voluntary so anyone joining the union is voluntary is not forcibly one is asking you to join so it's up to you whether you join or not then permanent we understood another characteristic is permanent. That means one person, if a person is leaving the union, is resigning the union, that doesn't mean that the union is stopped. If that person is the main responsible or not, or the highest person, highest responsible person in the union, if they're leaving, that means another person is ready to there for taking the ownership. So the union itself is a permanent body. It's not temporarily dependent on people. It depends on persons, on the process, not the persons, not the people. And there is another feature, another characteristics we studied the share interest. Each and everything what is taken by unions is shared. So that means so many problems what you understand by union activities like financial activities, salary, bonus, compensation, work environment, all these things are shared. Your employment related activities, so maximum things are shared. Group action. When a single employee complains about the popular management, see, this is what I was talking in the last class. The management the management will listen when it will solve the problem of many people with a group. So lot of things union does as a group action. But I was talking about collective bargaining. When a single employee complains about a particular management decision, the trade union will step in to help resolve the issues. Suppose you are telling one thing, you have a problem, one person is going to complain. So the organization may or may not listen to your complaint. But if the union is going to ask, going to intervene the problem, then the organization will listen and may solve the issue. So union has more bargaining power, more strength in those contests. So that's why it's told group action. So there are so many people in the group, in the union, so they are telling, they are representing you, they are complaining something as a group activity. In practically, you have seen a group of person has more bargaining power, more logic to convince, and they have more points to discuss. Suppose you alone are going, alone is going some problem. You have some problem in your salary, in your job, working place. If you are complaining, your management is not listening. But the same thing if you are doing through union, maybe there is a chance they will listen, they will understand. they will solve the problem. That is group action. These are the characteristics we understood: association, voluntary, permanent. These are the key words. Once you remember, it's easy to write. The union is permanent, how the union is voluntary, and association, groups, action, shared interest. So you understand the basic thing, then you can write more and more on that. You can elaborate so many things. Characteristics, whatever they are, you study it. These are the same thing you can write as features. If you get the question like what are the features, it is same as characteristics, principles, all are same. Another thing we studied roles. This is something we discussed earlier. What are the roles? This is similar to the function slide. We understood what are the functions of trade union. It's same. What are the roles of trade union towards the organization, towards the trade organization, towards the union members, towards the society. The same thing we studied in a different slide where we understood the functions of trade union. There are different functions of trade union, and all these functions you can divide into four categories: what it does for the organization, what it does for the union itself, for themselves, for the society, for the member. There are so many things. And another slide we have the trend, pre-independence, post-independence. We'll continue this discussion. What is the trade of what is the trend of trade union? How it was when it started? What was the situation before independence? After independence, that trend we'll understand. Now, for the time being, you understand what is trade union, what is the function, characteristics of trade union, and how it does. How it is helping people, members, society, and the organization itself. So once you read this, once you understand few points, it's very easy to elaborate and write. We'll understand more, we'll study more to understand trends for trade union, what it is doing in industry in India, how it is started. We'll understand more in the next class. We'll continue with from here. Thank you.